Hello Nintendo fans, and welcome back to Nerd Doc. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is finally here, and with it comes not one, but two credit scenes for anyone who stuck around after the movie ended, as well as a metric ton of Easter eggs. This video explains both the mid and post-credit scenes in the Mario movie, as well as the Easter eggs we could spot, which means there will be spoilers. This is your spoiler warning. There are chapter timestamps, so if you want to jump straight to the Easter eggs, you can absolutely do that. If you haven't seen the movie yet, you can check out our plot and ending explained video linked in the description below. You'll also find a video on our Mario movie sequel predictions there as well. If you have any questions about the two credit scenes, found some Easter eggs that we missed, or just want to give us your opinion on the movie, leave a comment below. And as a quick reminder, the movie is still in theaters, so we can only show footage from the trailers. Please bear with us there. For the first credit scene, as a quick recap, Bowser wants to marry Peach in the most juvenile way. He's super jealous of Mario throughout the movie, but when he's defeated at the end of the film, he's shrunk down to a much smaller size with a mini mushroom, and captured by the Mushroom Kingdom guards. The first credit scene picks up after this happens, and we see Bowser at his piano singing a song he wrote about how much he loves Peach, and how he'll take on Mario and his crew in order to get to her. It's then revealed that Bowser is still small, and actually in a cage in the Mushroom Kingdom castle. His singing has disrupted one of the guards, who upsets Bowser even further when he comes to check on him. There's really not much to explain about this mid-credit scene beyond the fact that it's very likely showing us how Bowser is going to escape so that he can be one of the antagonists of the next Mario movie. It's plausible that he'll get the attention of one of the guards, who could be annoyed by his singing, then he'll use that to grab the key or simply smash the cage on the ground, setting himself free. Alternatively, one of his Koopa minions or a Shy Guy could sneak into the castle and break Bowser out. In fact, all that really needs to happen is Bowser getting a super mushroom so he can return to his original size, which would automatically break him out of the cage. The second post-credit scene is a much more blatant tease for the Mario movie sequel. As the camera pans through the sewers of the underworld, we see an egg. Those familiar with the Mario series should immediately recognize it as a Yoshi egg, but more specifically, a green Yoshi egg. We then hear the iconic Yoshi as the scene cuts to black and the movie comes to an end. This all but confirms that Yoshi will be a big part of the sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. We already saw some Yoshi around the middle of the film, which potentially could have been Yoshi's Island or just Dinosaur Land in general. Either way, Mario didn't directly interact with any of the Yoshi, but with this Yoshi egg tease, it seems Mario and his best pal, who isn't named Luigi, will finally meet in the Mario movie sequel. We discuss this more in our Mario movie sequel video linked in the description below, but our best guess is that the sequel will take inspiration from Super Mario World in the same way this first movie took a good amount of inspiration from the first Super Mario Bros. Game. Of course, it's not a direct adaptation of the game by any means, and there was inspiration from Super Mario Kart, Smash Bros., and more, but generally speaking, this was a movie based on the first Super Mario Bros. Game, with no Yoshi, and very little from Super Mario Galaxy, and really any of the 3D Mario games. Now let's move on to the Easter eggs. This isn't going to be a comprehensive list. That will have to wait until the movie is available on digital because there are just so many Easter eggs in this film. For now, we'll do the best we can to name a lot of the Easter eggs, but if you found any that we missed, feel free to leave a comment below. First and foremost, Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario and Luigi in the video game since 1991, voices Mario's father and his brother Joseph in the movie. As the logos appear on screen before the movie kicks off, there's a Minion and a Mario Kart-like racer. The starting countdown from the Mario Kart games also plays during this scene. At the beginning of the movie, the pizza restaurant in Brooklyn that we see Mario in is called Punch-Out Pizza, a direct reference to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and the Punch-Out series in general. We also see a photo of Glass Joe from Punch-Out on the wall near the beginning of the film. Inside Punch-Out Pizza, there's an arcade machine called Jumpman. This is a reference to Mario's Japanese name in the original Donkey Kong arcade machine before he was formerly known as Mario. Spike, Mario and Luigi's boss before they quit and started their own plumbing company, is taken directly from the Wrecking Crew arcade game. The original game featured Mario and Luigi, who worked for Spike, the foreman of the demolition site where they worked in the game. So the movie literally has Mario and Luigi quit the Wrecking Crew to start Super Mario Bros. Plumbing, a direct parallel to the Wrecking Crew game leading into the Super Mario Bros. Game a year after it released. The Super Mario Bros. Plumbing commercial seen at the beginning of the movie uses the plumber rap taken directly from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Mario is also seen playing the original NES version of Kid Icarus in his room. While Mario and Luigi traverse Brooklyn, there are scenes that directly reference the pipes and steel beams from the original Donkey Kong and Mario Bros. Arcade games. The Mario Brothers use a warp pipe in the sewers of Brooklyn to reach the warp zone as Luigi heads to the Darklands and Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, where we see Toad wearing a backpack similar to that of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. When Mario and Toad reach the Mushroom Kingdom castle, the guards at the door tell them the princess is in another castle, as an obvious reference to the first Super Mario Bros. Game and many other Mario games. There are also a ton of musical references throughout the movie to almost every iconic track from the original Super Mario Bros. Game, and even things like the GameCube Power-On jingle. There are a lot of super obvious big Easter eggs that we won't cover in great detail, such as the big nods to Super Mario Kart and Smash Bros., but you've got the smaller details like the Kart Select from Mario Kart 7 and 8, when Mario, Peach, and Toad are picking out their karts in the Jungle Kingdom, as well as the double character racing from Mario Kart Double Dash and the clear Mad Max reference when the Koopas attack during the Mario Kart segment. In addition to Rainbow Road, the Blue Shell, and all the various Mario Kart references, Mario actually drifts during the race, even getting the mini turbo boost after Mario drifts left and right a few times, just like in Mario Kart 64 and other Mario Kart games. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi also appear in a flashback. They originated in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Meanwhile, Baby Peach is also seen, or maybe Young Child Peach would be a little bit more appropriate for the movie version, but she first appeared in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time on the Nintendo DS. The Kongs are out in full force for the film. Peach claims they have to go to the Jungle Kingdom to get aid from the Kong army. There isn't a Jungle Kingdom in the games. The closest thing would be the Banana Kingdom from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, so we're going to assume this is just the movie's take on Kong Island from the Donkey Kong Country games, even though it doesn't seem to be an island in the movie. Most of the main Kong characters make an appearance, most notably Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Swanky Kong, Kiddy Kong, Funky Kong, and Chunky Kong. And when Donkey Kong enters the stage during the Smash Bros. Segment, he performs part of the DK rap from Donkey Kong 64. While Luigi is in the Darklands, he uses his flashlight similar to how he's portrayed in the Luigi's Mansion series. Now, we won't cover every single enemy seen throughout the movie because it's almost all of them, but just about all of the Koopa Troop are represented, including Dry Bones, Shy Guys, Kamek, and more. You've also got the penguins from Super Mario Galaxy, one of the few references to that game. The Penguin King, however, is new for the movie. When the penguins and Luigi get locked up, we see a Lumali locked up as well. This is another reference to Super Mario Galaxy. Finally, we come to some of the item references. The ones that we caught were the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, Ice Flower, Fruit, Coins, Mini Mushroom, and Superstar. Then you've got Cat Mario, which he presumably turned into after getting a Super Bell, although that would have happened off camera, as well as Tanuki Mario, and even Cape Mario, but we never see him actually use the cape to fly. If you saw any other Easter eggs beyond the super obvious ones and any ones that we mentioned here, be sure to leave a comment below. For now, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves Mario and Nintendo.